I used to spend more time visualizing how I would fail than actually trying. I'd rehearse the embarrassment in my head. The whispers, the who does she think she is? I'd plan the shame in HD, like Netflix, but more depressing. But here is what hit me. If I can imagine my downfall so clearly, then why can't I imagine myself winning? Let me tell you what finally broke that mindset. This one story, this one day. Stay with me. Hi, I'm Miss Wango Mithati and welcome back to my channel. Let me take you back to when I was 30. Broke? Not quite. Tired? That's cute. I was exhausted. Spiritually tired. And when I say tired, it's the kind of tired that no nap or man can fix. It was that extreme. I had a list of ideas that could have made me millions. But instead, I chose to be the CEO of What If I Fail Incorporated. Okay? And in that company, profits equals 0 and the stress unlimited. Okay? I'd wake up every day like, today I'm going to do it. Motivated. And by 11 a.m., I had already buried my dreams under laundry and fear. You wonder fear of what? Fear of rejection, fear of judgment, and fear of ending up in a WhatsApp cautionary tale. You know the ones they write, she tried to start a business. Now look at her. I was afraid of that. But that's not even worse. Here's the gag. People around me weren't supporting me. I was broke in silence. So question was, why was I so worried about being broke out loud? But eventually, a day came where I snapped. And it happened when one day I was just scrolling, the mindless doom scrolling that we normally do. And I saw someone sell the exact same idea that I had shelved 2 years ago. And to be honest, they weren't even that smart. No offense. Okay, some offense. I was offended. They were just consistent and loud. Meanwhile, yours truly had strategy, skills, pain, purpose, and of course, 27 unfinished Canva designs that never saw daylight. When I saw that post, I lost it. I cried. And after that, I laughed like a villain. You know that laugh? Where your ancestors are like, she's finally unhinged. That kind of laughter. I said it out loud for the first time. Why not me? I asked myself, why not me? Like seriously. It wasn't a motivational quote. It was a spiritual tantrum. And that tantrum right there changed everything for me. You see, the problem with us is we think the opposite of success is failure. But no. On the contrary, the opposite of success is not trying. Okay? In this instant, failure is your coach. And the faster you can go from idea to action, to client said no, rejection, to embarrassment, the faster you get to recovery. Okay? The earlier you go through those steps, the stronger your anti-fragile muscle becomes. We need to start considering every no as gym time. Okay? Every flop out there is cardio. You build stamina for rejection until one day, someone out there says yes. Because when you're unstoppable, eventually, something is bound to happen. And when someone says yes, you'll be like, wait a minute, it's happening. Yes, it will happen. Okay? Let me tell you something. The moment I started failing publicly, money, on the other hand, started following me like a stubborn ex. So, the faster you fail, the earlier you become free. Fear is a liar with good Wi-Fi. It feels real, but it's not factual. I used to visualize every worst case scenario. For me, it was like a 3D movie. With all these questions like, what if I launch and no one buys? What if they laugh? What if I look desperate? But never once did I ask, what if this works? I never asked, what if I make a sale while dancing in the kitchen? I never asked, what if my next DM changes my life? You see, if you're powerful enough to imagine and actually see the crash, my dear, you can also imagine the takeoff. Okay? And that's why you're told we get to see exactly what it is that you're fueling. Okay? If you fuel your fears, we'll see it in broad daylight. If you fuel seeing yourself being great, becoming great, that's exactly what will happen. Sasa? Don't romanticize disaster and call it action. That's just anxiety cosplaying as wisdom. So stop. Your power is hidden in your actions. Whatever action you decide to take, now that is your expression of power. Okay? So eventually, I started doing things scared. You know those scary things, the ones you always stop yourself out of. I started doing that. And this is where you'll find me selling even before I'm ready. Posting something before it was perfect. And of course, pitching before I was qualified. Because I knew if I kept waiting, that perfect time might never come. Let me be honest. Some of the things I sold, some of the posts I made or videos, even here on YouTube, some of the pitches I made, some of it flopped. Because sometimes when I go and check at my older videos, it sort of is embarrassing, but I'm glad I did it. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't have gotten to this point where I'm at right now. Those were the moments I'd launch a video and get 2 views, post a product, or even my cakes, and get no buyer or 1 buyer. I'd create a reel with 0 likes, posting a product, and all you hear is crickets. Yeah, I'm sure some of you can relate. But when I kept doing that, the next product I posted, it sold out. The next video I posted, it went viral. Because I understood something, that's the game. You fail, you learn, you repeat, and finally, you win. The algorithm of life rewards motion, not perfection. So if you're out there trying to be perfect, you have a long way to go. I'll just be honest with you. You have a very long way to go. Okay? Here's a part no one tells you. People forget your failures the moment you win. That's just how it is. Go ask any successful person out there. They'll tell you they've failed in more creative ways than you've ever imagined. But what makes them different from the rest is that they kept playing the game. That's the difference. they didn't stop. And for me, the question that saved me was, why not me? Because out there, someone is selling worse products and charging more, and my dear, they're still cashing out. So again, why not me? In this instance, why not you? What excuse do you have? You're not stuck. You're simply stalling. And my dear, do something about it. If this hit home and you're tired of sitting on your ideas, grab the Instant Hustle Manual, a raw, no fluff guide to turning your ideas into income fast. Link in the description. Let's stop romanticizing fear and start monetizing the madness. I am Miss Wangoi Mithathi, your personal finance and investment coach, and I'll see you in my next video.